Hello everyone. In our last class we discussed about the quantum numbers, right? We have 4 quantum numbers. Those are principal quantum number and angular momentum quantum number and magnetic quantum number and spin quantum number. Okay, right? Now we are going to discuss one more important topic from atomic structure. Okay, sure, you will get one question from this topic for 4 marks, a 2 mark question or 1 mark question. Not only in state syllabus, you will get a question from this topic in competitive exams also. Okay, all right. Our topic is electronic configuration. Electronic configuration. Okay. What is electronic configuration? What is electronic configuration means? The arrangement of electrons in shells, subshells, orbitals is called as electronic configuration. Okay, arrangement of electrons in shells, subshells and orbitals. Got it, right? Then the electronic configuration of a given atoms we have to know. Why? Because with this we can, by the electronic configuration, we can able to know the reactivity nature of the atoms. Okay, right? Then in a simple notation, electronic configuration NLX, right? This is a symbol notation. Okay, symbolically here NLX, right? N is indicates the principal quantum number. Okay, principal quantum number. L means angular momentum quantum number. Okay, right? Here a superscript, right? X we have written to the L as superscript. It shows the number of electrons. Number of electrons. Got it? Here the symbolical representation is shows the principal quantum number and as well as angular momentum quantum number and number of electrons present in that shell. Got it? Here principal quantum number means in which shell the electron is present in which shell, either in first shell or second shell, third shell, fourth shell, or otherwise K shell or L shell or M shell or N shell, right? Like that. And L in which orbital, right? We know that N means 1, 2, 3, 4 and so and so, so and so, right? L means 0, 1, 2, 3, so. We discussed or not? Here 1 means K shell or L shell or M shell or N shell, right? Here 0 means S orbital or P orbital or D orbital or F orbital. Here it proves, right? And X means number of electrons. Okay, right? This is the common the symbolical representation. Here we are going to discuss hydrogen atoms. Hydrogen atoms electronic configuration, right? Then hydrogen atoms atomic number is 1. Atomic number of a hydrogen atom is 1. Sir, how we will write it, sir? What we have to use to then symbolically write? First principal quantum number, right? That means first shell 1. Principal quantum, first shell's principal quantum number is 1, no? Right, 1. And L. Then if N equal to 1, L equal to 0 we will get, no? Then 0 means S orbital. S orbital. number of electrons 1, then 1. Got it? This we pronounced as 1s1. How we will call it? 1s1. That means the electron atom, then hydrogen atom consists of only one electron. That electron will be in first shell s orbital. Got it? Right? In first shell it has only one suborbital, that too s orbital only, right? It present in s orbital. This, from this we can able to know, right? Then here it can be represented by the spin of the electron also, right? Like this we will write 1s1, then, right? It is 1s1 spin of the electron. Either you can take in upward or downward. Only one electron, no, right? Usually we will take in upward in direction. This is the electronic configuration of hydrogen atoms. Hydrogen atoms electronic configuration, right? Okay. Then to understand the to write the electronic configuration, we have to know the three principles. We have to know three principles. Those principles are: first one, Pauli exclusion principle, and Aufbau principle, and Hund's rule. Right? These are the three principles to know, to write the electronic configuration of a atom. What are they? Pauli exclusion principle and Aufbau principle and Hund's rule. Got it? Now we are going to discuss individually. First principle, Pauli exclusion principle. Principle. Okay, right. According to this principle, no two electrons of an atom, all the four quantum numbers are not same. Okay, right. See here. For example, here helium atom. I have taken helium atom. Its atomic number is 2. Its atomic number is 2. Now I will write the electronic configuration of these helium atoms. Right, 2 electrons, no, 1s2. 1s2. That means the 2 electrons will present in first shell only. We knows that the maximum number of electrons in a shell can be measured with the principle 2n square. 2n square. Got it? Right? That means in K shell it has maximum only 2 electrons. Right? And L shell 8 electrons. M shell 18 electrons, and so and so, so and so. Okay, right? Here 1s2, then in a principal quantum number is 1, no? Then it is K shell, maximum 2 electrons, no? All the 2 electrons will fit in this shell only, right? Now I will write, I will show the spin of the electrons, right? 2 electrons, no? One with upward arrow and one is downward arrow. That means one is plus of, one with minus of. We discussed, no, the spin quantum number has only 2 numbers, plus of, 1 of. It shows the spin of the electron, whether it is revolving in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, right. Now here I am going to write all the 4 quantum numbers for these 2 electrons. Okay, right. What are the quantum numbers, sir? Here we have principal quantum number, got it, and angular momentum quantum number L, and magnetic quantum number, and spin quantum number. Got it? Then see here. Here, principal quantum number 1, right? Then 1. If n equal to 1, L is 0 for first electron. Here, first electron. Here we are discussing about first electron. For example, this, right? Then 1, L equal to 0. If L equal to 0, M also 0. Sir, how is it? We have a principle now. N, L equal to n minus 1, 0 to n minus 1, n minus 1, 1 minus 1 equal to 0, then finally 0 only, no? And we know how to find the ML, that principle 2L plus 1, right? Got it? 2 into 0, L equal to 0 plus 1, that's equal to 1. 1 means that is 0 only, no? Right? That means here we have M minus L, 0, L, integer numbers, then only one number, then we will take 0, 0. Got it? And MS, spin, upward arrow, then I will take here as plus of. Got it? Right. Then next electron, right? Second electron. This electron also in first shell. So, second electron, then principal quantum number is 1. Got it? L value, if n equal to 1, L value is 0. Got it? If ML, it is also 0. Why? Because L is 0, then M also becomes 0. And here it is in downward direction. Get it? It is in downward direction. Then it becomes minus 2. Minus 1 by 2. See here. The principal quantum number is same, L is same, ML is same, but spin quantum number is different. Spin quantum number is different. This is the Pauli's exclusion principle, right? Then for a given electron, and any 2 electrons in a given atom, all the 4 quantum numbers will not be equal. If 3 quantum numbers may equal, like N, L, M may equal, but finally the MS will change. Got it? This is Pauli's exclusion principle. Clear? Right. The next principle is Aufbau principle. Right, next principle is Aufbau principle. Then this principle can say that filling of electrons in the order of increasing energy level. Got it? Then first, that means Aufbau principle says that the electron should fill in lower energy level, then after next level, then after next level, then after next level. Got it? The filling will be from low increasing order. That means that's why we will join the students in first nursery, then after LKG, UKG, first class, second, then increasing order or not. Got it? Or directly we will join in 10th class. We will start from nursery, LKG, UKG, first class, second class, that means increasing order of the class. Right? Like that, the electrons also should join in increasing order of their energy levels. Right? Increasing order of their energies. This is the rule given by Aufbau principle. Right? Then here, the increasing rule, then here we have to depend 2 rules. Okay, 2 things we have to keep it in our mind. Then the filling of electrons based on n plus L value. N plus L value. Okay, right. For a given orbital, if n plus L value is lesser, okay, which orbitals n plus L value is less, in that orbital we have to fill the electron first. Okay, I will give you one example. For example, here you have one electron, one extra electron. I want to fill this electron. In which orbital, sir? Here you have a chance 3d orbital, and you can take a 4s orbital. Got it? 3d orbital and 4s orbital, for example. Right? Here 3d orbitals n plus L value. First we have to find n plus L value of 3d orbital. Okay, right. Then n value is 3. N means principal quantum number, no? 3 plus L value. If n equal to 3, L becomes 0 to 2. Right, got it? Right, that means 2. L value is 2. Got it? Then 3 plus 2 equal to 5. N plus L value is 5. Got it? Right. Next, 4s. Here we have to find the n plus L value of 4s orbital. N plus L value. Okay, right. Then n value of 4s orbital, n value is 4. Then 4 plus, right? S orbitals L value is 0. Then 0. Then 4 plus 0. That means 4. Right? N plus L value of 4s orbital is 4 and 3d orbital is 5. Which is the greater value? 5 is the greater value or 4 is the greater value? Then 5 is the greater value, no? The 4 is the smaller value, no? Then first we have to fill this electron in 4s orbital. In 4s orbital. This is the way to fill, right? Or here, if in case, one more important instruction. If in case n plus L value is same, if in case n plus L value is same, what we will do, sir? Right? For example, see here. Take a example 3p, okay, and 4s. 3p and 4s. Now I am going to find n plus L value of 3p. 3p is n plus L value is 3. P orbitals L value is 1 plus 1, right? 3 plus 1 equal to 4. Got it? Here 4s. Then 4s, n plus L value. N value for 4s orbital, 4 principal quantum number, 4 plus s orbitals L value is 0, then 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 plus 0 is 4. That means here both the orbitals have same number, right? Now 4 and 4 is equal now. In such case, in which orbital we have to fill it? In such cases, here when n plus L value is same, when n plus L value is equal, in such cases we have to fill the electron which orbital's quantum number is less, right? First of all, we have to depend on n plus L value. The which orbitals n plus L value is less, in that orbital we have to fill the electron. If in case both are same, we have to depend on principal quantum number of given orbitals, right? Here 3p, 4s. In which orbitals principal quantum is less? P orbitals principal quantum is less. So that's why we have to fill the electron in this 3p orbitals first. Got it? This is given by Aufbau principle. Okay, to know that, to know the which is the lower energy orbital, we have one diagram that given by Miller diagram, that is called as Miller diagram. Okay, I will show it. Okay, See here, take a 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s. Okay, 1s orbital, 2s orbital, 3s orbital, 4s orbital, 5s orbital, 6s orbital, 7s orbital, 8s orbital. Okay, right. Next, take 2p, okay, 3p, 4p, 5p, 6p, 7p, right? 2p orbital, 3p orbital, 4p orbital, 5p orbital, 6p orbital, 7p orbital. Got it? Next orbital is 3d, okay, 4d, 5d, 6d, right? 3d orbital, 4d orbital, 5d orbital, 6d orbital. Got it? Then next, 4f orbital, 5f orbital, 4f orbital, 5f orbital. We know that s orbital in first shell only one s orbital, right? The p orbitals will started in second shell, that means in L shell only. That's why we have started from 2p, and we know that d orbitals will start in third shell, that means in M shell, only in M shell it starts in M shell. Then we know that f orbital can starts in fourth shell of the orbital, atom, that means N shell. Got it? Right. This is a simple to draw the diagram of 1s to 8s. I have taken 1s to 8s, and the next 2p is started with from second orbital. Then here left one orbital. Then while going on, they are leaving one orbital for both the sides. Okay, right here, in which orbitals or the electron should fill first, sir? Then first the electron can fill in 1s orbital. Okay, right. The next electron will fill it in 2s orbital. First it enters into 1s to 2s, and next after the 2s the electron filling can be done in 2p and after 3s. Okay, we have to start from here. After 2s, 2p and 3s. Okay, after 3s the electron will fill in 3p, and after 4s and after, okay, then we have to start filling the electrons from after 3s, 3p and 4s. Right, got it. Next the electron is enter into the 3d orbital, and after 4p and after 5s. Okay, right. The electron after filling in a 4s orbital, it starts into 3d and after 4p and after 5s. Then after the electron is enter into the 4d, right, then 5p, then 6s, right. Okay, the electron starts from here. After filling in 5s, it starts from 4d, 5p, 6s, and after the electron can join in 4f after 5d and after 6p and after 7s, and it comes out, right. Then here next after 5f and 6d and 7p and 8s and here. Okay, this chart, this is called as Mylar charts. Mylar chart. Okay, right. Then this can shows the energy levels. Then here first we fill it 1s. Then after the electron fill it in 2s. That means 1s is the less than the 2s. It's 1s orbital's energy level less than the 2s, right? Then than the 2s, 2p, right? After 2p we have to fill it 3s. With comparing to 3s, 3p orbital's energy level is greater, right? Then 4s orbitals. Then comparing with the 4s orbitals, 3d orbital's energy is greater, right? If comparing with 4p's energy is greater, right? Then if comparing with the 4p, 5s is greater, right? If comparing 5s and 4d is the greater energy, right? That's why 4d. If comparing 4d with 5p having the greater energy. If compare 5p and 6s, then 6s is greater, right? If compare 6s and 4f is with a greater, higher energy. And if you compare with the 4f and 5d, the 5d is greater. If compare 5d and 4p is the greater. Okay, sorry, 5d after 6p. Okay, 6p is the greater. If compare 6p and 7s, then 7s is the greater, right? Then if compare 5f and 7s, then 5f is the greater. If compare 5f and 6d is the greater, and 6d and 7p, and out of the two, 7p is the greater. If compare 7p and 8s is the greater one. Then it shows the energy sequences. Okay, so that's why the electrons we have to fill from one orbital to another orbital. Here I will give one example. Okay, lithium's atomic number equal to 3, right? How we will write? Then first 2 electron, then here electrons we will fill in 1s2. Sir, we will fill only 1s2. We have 3 now, one more we can include it. No. With the principle, we know that in a K shell, we can able to fill only 2 maximum number of electrons, only 2, right? We have done by using this principle, 2n square. Got it? And we know that, right? 1s2. The next, after 1s, the electron should enter into 2p or 2s. 2p or 2s. That should be enter into the 2s. Why? Because comparing with these two, then this is lower energy, no? Right? In this lower energy, we have to fill it. That means 2, how many electrons we have? Still only 1 electron. Or out of 3 electrons, 2 electrons we fill it in first cell, and 1 more electron is filled in second cell. That becomes 2s1. Right? Then here electrons are, okay, spin number 1s2, 1 and 1. Okay, right. Here, got it? Then 1s2, 2s1 is the electronic configuration of the lithium. Got it? And if we compare these 3 electrons, quantum numbers is different. Got it? Right. Then this is the way we have to fill the electrons according to Aufbau's principle, right? Then based on Aufbau principle, we have to depend on n plus L value. Then we have to fill the electrons in increasing order of energy level. That means first we have to fill in lower energy, then after we go for next level. Got it? Right. Then we discuss lithium. Next, beryllium, right? Its atomic number is 4. Okay. Then how we will write the electronic configuration? Then be 2 electrons, no? Sorry, total electrons 4. We know that according to 2n square, K shell consists only maximum 2 electrons, right? And L shell maximum 8 electrons, M shell maximum 18 electrons. Got it? Then, so here out of 2, first we have to fill it in 1s2. Then after the 2 electrons, we have to fill in 2s2. Got it? Then 2 electrons, no? This shows the spin of the electrons which are present in an atom. Got it? Right. Next, one more, boron. Got it? Boron's atomic number is 5. Okay, boron's atomic number is 5. Then its electronic configuration, right? Then 1s2. Still we have 3 electrons, already 2 electrons we filled. Next, 2s2. Still 1 electron, sir, only 1 electron, no, we can able to fill in 2s or 1s. That is impossible. Why? Because the maximum electrons we can able to fill in s orbitals only 2 electrons. So next we have to go for, according to after 2s in which orbital we have to, then Euler diagram shows us 1s is 2s at 2p, no. Got it? The next it should enters into the 2p. Got it? Then 2p1, or otherwise we can use our above principles. Or next we have to fill in 2p or 3s, or 2p or 3s. We have to decide by the n plus l value. Okay, the 2p orbitals n plus l value is n equal to 2, p equal to 1 plus 1, that's equal to 3. Got it? N plus l value of 2p orbital is 3, and 3s, next 3s, right? N plus l value, that's equal to n equal to 3 plus s orbitals l value is 0, then 3 plus 0 equal to 3. Sir, here we got the same, no? Equal, no? M plus L value is equal for these 2 orbitals, no? In such case, in which cell, in which orbital we have to fill the electrons? That in such cases, we have to fill the electrons whose principal quantum number is less. Here 2p, 3s, its principal quantum number is less in 2p orbital, so that's why we have to fill it. Okay, then here 2 orbitals, 2 electrons, 2s2 and 2p, 2p. Got it? Then here this is 2p's. Got it? Then 2p, 1. Got it? Right. Next atom is carbon. Okay, carbon's atomic number is 6. Carbon's atomic number is 6. Here we have to write the electronic configuration for the carbon atom. 1s2, still 4 electrons, then 2s2, still 2 electrons. The 2 electrons we have to fill it 2p2. Right, this is the electronic configuration of carbon. Then their spin, now we will see it. Okay, then 2 electrons we fill it, right? The next one we have to fill it. Then here it has, why sir, in s orbitals you have taken only 1 box, but in p orbitals you are taking 3 boxes? Here we knows that p orbital has 3 degenerative orbitals. 3 degenerative orbitals, no? We know that px, py, pz. Each box is represents 1 degenerative. This first one may px, second one py, third one pz. That's right. Okay, right. Next 2 electrons, no? Then I have filled this electron here. What's about next electron? Right? Sir, shall I fill here or here? Where we have to fill it? Here or here? Then for that sake, the one more principle is given, right? That principle is called as Hund's rule. What is that? Hund's rule. Right. And next principle. Next principle is Hund's rule. Got it? What Hund's rule says that the pairing of electrons in an available orbital, in the degenerative orbital, after occupying one electrons, right? The next electron we should not write in this px orbital. We have to write here. That is given by Hund's rule, right? Here the electron we have to fill it. That means Hund's rule says that if you have electrons, right, the single occupies singly all degenerative orbitals should fill completely, even with one electron. After that, if we have any extra electrons, we have to start pairing. Okay, we should not start directly the pairing. If we have 2p2, then we should not write here. According to Hund's rule, then all the available degenerative orbitals or even single electron should occupy. Got it? Here I will give one more example, then it is easy to understand. Okay, nitrogen, its atomic number is 7. Okay, right. Here electronic configuration we have to write 1s2, 2s2, still we have 3 electrons, thus 2p3. Got it? Then now see here, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 3 7, right? Atomic number is equal, no? Right. Then here we fill it here, 2 electrons, and next 2 electrons, and next here it has 3 degenerative orbitals. 3 degenerative orbitals. Got it? Here 3 electrons, no? Then first one we have to fill here, and next one we should not start here, we should not start pairing. Then Hund's rule says that all the degenerative orbitals also are occupy 1 electrons first, then 3p, no? This is right. If you have one more extra electron, that electron is start pairing with other electrons. Got it? In other degenerate orbitals. One see here. For example, next example is oxygen. Its atomic number is 8. Its atomic number is 8. Then electronic configuration, 8 electrons we have to distribute 1s2, 2s2 and 2p4. Got it? Then here see it, 2 electrons, and next 2 electrons, right? Next it has 3 degenerative orbitals. What I said, first the all degenerative orbitals should occupy even 1 electron, then all are half filled. Now it is half filled, no? Then after, if you have any extra electron, that should starts from here. Now pairing will start here. Got it? Here, from here we started filling of 1 electron, no? Then after getting all the degenerative orbitals or 1 electron, the next electron is starts from pairing. Got it? This is given by Hund's rule. Got it? Right. Here I will give some more examples. Right. Next, fluorine. Okay, its atomic number is 9. Got it? Then electronic configuration is 9 now. Then 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 2 plus 2 4. Next one is 5. got it? Then here 2 electrons with a different spin, here 5. How we have to fill it? 5 electrons, no? Then first we have to fill all degenerative orbitals with 1 electron. Still we have to know, then after starts pairing. Okay, this is the way to fill, that is given by Hertz rule. Right, next fluorine after neon. Neon's atomic number is 10. Okay, neon's atomic number is 10. Its electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2 and 2p6, right? 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 6 10. Okay, right. Then here 2 electrons, then 2 electrons, then first electron, second electron, third electron, all the 3 are filled up. Then after we have to start paired electrons, 1 2 3, got it? Then total 6, right? This is the way to we have to fill it. Next a sodium, Na, sodium atom, Z equal to 11. Okay, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, right? Next 3s1. Sir, here we have to fill maximum 6 electron in p orbital. We know that yesterday we discussed, no? In s orbital we have to fill maximum 2 electrons, we can able to fill only 2 electrons, and in p orbital maximum 6 electrons, right? In d orbital a maximum 10 electrons, got it? And in f orbital we have to fill maximum 14 electrons, got it? Simple, in double of its degenerative orbitals. P have 3 degenerative orbitals, 3 2 is 6, right? It has 3 degenerative orbitals, no? Got it? Px, Py, Pz, right? 3 degenerative orbitals, it's double 6. Here D has 5 degenerative orbitals, 5 into 2, 10 electrons, this one, and 7 degenerative orbitals, 7 to the 14 electrons. This is the way we can able to fill, right? It should also have given the principle, got it? Then here we have to fill the electrons in this way. Okay, next first 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. First we have to fill it in all the degenerative orbital with 1 electron, and after pairing. Next we have 3s1, no? 3s1. This is the way to practice the filling or writing the electronic configuration in 10th class standard. You have to perfect first 30 elements. You should be perfect first 30 elements, right? You may get the question from out of this first 30 elements. Okay, right. Next one more important observation. You will get this for 2 mark question maybe. Now write the electronic configuration of chromium and copper. Special cases we have to notice here. Atomic number of chromium is 24, okay, and atomic number of copper is Z equal to 29. Okay, generally we will write electronic configuration in this way. What? Argon, because these are noble gases. While we are writing electronic configuration, if more than electronic configuration more than the noble gases, we will take directly. Okay, argons. Then after here 4s2, 3d4. We will write like this. Okay, then here its representation, leave it organs, and 4s2 means here 1, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will write generally like this, but this is the wrong electronic configuration of argon, right? Here we have, sorry, wrong electronic configuration of chromium. Here we have to write the electronic configuration of the chromium like this: argon 4s1 3d5, 4s1 3d5, right? Then now it becomes 1. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have you get it? Then we have to start the pairing after filling up one electron. Then have you noticed that here and here one orbital is empty, here completely off filled. When we send the electron from 4s to 3d, then here this electron we have sent to here. Now this chromium becomes a stable one. Okay, when atom is stable, if the orbitals are half filled or otherwise completely filled, then they get more stability, right? Here, to get the more stability for the chromium atom, the electron from 4s orbital to its jump into 3d orbital, from 4s to 3d orbital, and now this is the correct way to write the electronic configuration. You have to remember it in case of chromium. And as well as see in copper 28, same, argon 4s2 3d9. This is common error. In we can write casually, we will write in this way only, but you have to remember it. Okay, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the way to we have to fill it. And here you know that what I said, if orbitals are half filled or completely filled, then they get a more stability, right? So that's why this electron we sent to 3d orbital, then a 3d orbital becomes completely filled. Now the copper get more stability. Okay, so that's why this is a wrong way of writing electronic configuration in case of copper. And here we have to write like this: argon and 4s1 3d10. Now it is completely filled, then it is more stable. Okay, one electron and see it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After off filling, we have to start the pairing that is given by Hansel. Got it? Right. If comparing the here and here, in this case the atom is more stable in case of copper and in case of chromium, right? Then I have to remember it in case of these two atoms, right? Then to get perfection in electronic configuration, see the video 2 or 3 times, okay, and practice first 30 elements electronic configuration. Got it? Thank you.